from the Wizard's Garden with the assistants, one and the other, about Rosemary's Baby. A remarkable film, one of the best. It is on some of the most prestigious lists of best movies, including on the New York Times' best 1000 movies ever made, and others. Um, it was yesterday on Cinemax, but I must say I avoided because I'm not a fan of the genre. Horror doesn't appeal to this viewer. However, having said that, I must admit that the movie is excellent. Mia Farrow, again, I had some qualms about her, but she's angelic and also vulnerable, innocent and beautiful. Fantastic. Indeed, I will just avoid talking about the movie per se, since so much has been said, and it is near perfect, so what can you say? Perfection. You state it and then move on. A thing of beauty is a joy forever, maybe, quote a poet. It has indeed on the International Movie Database on the site an average near perfection. I think it's 94 something. An average compiled from the most relevant critics. So that says a lot. Anyway, I was thinking about the background, if you will. Some cats are fighting there near the wizard's den. In the sense that I recommend reading The Kid Stays in the Picture, Bob Evans, who has been an actor, a producer, and then a head of Paramount. And in that capacity, he, at least from the book we gather, and it's also true that we have to take it with a pinch or a shovel of salt, because he's evidently full of himself at times, and we have to make amends, to make some provision for that. So he's saying he discovered Jack Nicholson. He was on the stage just giving the tray to someone. He said, "I want that actor." Maybe it's so. Then he mentions Roman Polanski and the fact that he brought him to Hollywood to make this. He also mentions, indeed, Evans has been involved in the making of Chinatown, another Roman Polanski, who, by the way, is the director of Rosemary's Baby, a classic and a landmark also. And Godfather for Evans. With Polanski, he worked on Rosemary's Baby and Chinatown. Two of the best, maybe 50 movies ever made. And Godfather, maybe the best of them all. The anecdotes surrounding Godfather we will leave for when I get the courage, the bravo bravissimo to touch on Godfather. Not yet. I mean, it's too sacred, if you will. But about this one, he mentions the fact that Mia Farrow was the partner of, I'm not sure what the stat. I don't think maybe they were married. Anyway, the lover of Frank Sinatra, no other than Frank Sinatra, a powerful figure. Speaking of Godfather, maybe the inspiration to some extent of the man who gets to have the head of the horse in the bed on his behalf to convince that director to employ him. They cut the head of the poor cartoon off to make a point, to make an offer director cannot refuse. But Frank Sinatra was also a bully, a wonderful singer, excellent actor. But so what we gather from this is that he was pressing, maybe also macho, sexist, who knows, Mia Farrow to leave the set of Rosemary's Baby because it's too much for him. So move off, come back to me. Which she wouldn't. And then, as he was doing a film with a very poor box office and maybe probably no success with the critics, Evans says in his book that Mia Farrow asked him to take an ad, a two-page ad in Variety or some important publication for the movie industry, and put the gross, the takings for Rosemary's Baby, a huge success, a smash, and on the other page what the Sinatra movie of that moment made, which was nothing when compared. Interesting.